You're watching UNICEF television.
A quiet revolution is sweeping villages in northern Burkina Faso. Deep in the drought-prone Sahel belt, families are farming more efficiently and feeding their children better than ever before. While malnutrition is one of the biggest killers of children under 5 in Burkina Faso, the problem is not so much about the lack of food as the lack of the right kinds of food. UNICEF, the European Union, the government of Bukina Faso and local NGOs are working to ensure women and young children have better quality and more dependable sources of food. Local NGOs are teaching mothers to rely less on staples such as millet and to eat more fruits and vegetables. And farmers are being encouraged to grow more varied crops. They're taught more efficient farming techniques and are given financial help to develop their plots and wells. What their families don't eat is sold at the local markets. Monday is market day in Wahiguya. Fruit and vegetable vendors here don't just sell their food, they talk to their customers about its nutritional value. Mothers are taught how to fortify their families' meals with vitamin-rich ingredients.
Dans l'éducation nutritionnelle, il y a l'éducation.
In nutritional education, there are feeding demonstrations and we get the mothers to make the food so they can apply the lessons back home. We've seen very positive results. Thanks to nutritional education for mothers, we have seen the rates of malnutrition drop in our area.
But without a nutritious start in life, a change in diet can be too late. Traditionally, mothers in Burkina Faso don't breastfeed exclusively, often substituting gravy or even water. As a result, babies become malnourished and many die. As part of the program, local theatre groups visit rural villages and perform plays that encourage exclusive breastfeeding for the first 6 months of a child's life. The performance is followed by a question and answer session to make sure mothers get the message. Mamunata Kabore is one of the mothers watching, even though she still breastfeeds her 9-month-old baby, Umarum, who has only recently been introduced to other types of food. Thanks to the partnership between UNICEF and the European Union, other mothers are beginning to follow her example.
Now it is not like it used to be. Before, kids were sick a lot. The kids were catching infections from the mothers feeding them incorrectly. Sometimes they would even die from it. Today, with women practicing exclusive breastfeeding, the children are healthy and they don't get sick as much. That's why all the women in this village breastfeed their children until they are 6 months old.
Over 14,500 villages will benefit from the program, reaching an estimated 75,000 pregnant women, 145,000 children under the age of 2, and 145,000 breastfeeding mothers.
La spécificité de ce projet qui s'intègre dans un ensemble d'autres projets que nous
This project, which is integrated within a group of projects that we are funding in Burkina Faso in the field of food security, is specifically focused on nutrition with a pedagogical aim to emphasize that nutrition issues have to be understood in a multi-sectorial approach. That means to integrate production, quality, food diet, education. So, in one word, it must become a hub of issues, which is a very new way of approaching things compared to what has been in place in the field of food security over the last few years.
Je crois représente une dimension tout à fait nouvelle dans l'approche qui a été entretenue au cours des dernières années sur l'appui à la sécurité alimentaire.
In northern Burkina Faso, the seeds have been planted for a new approach to tackling malnutrition. Out of it, UNICEF and the European Union aim to grow communities that are able to cope with future droughts and healthily feed themselves and their children. This is Guy Hubbard reporting for UNICEF Television. For more information, go to unicef.org.
You've been watching UNICEF Television.